Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading called Important Message Meant to Find You Right Now. So my intention with this pick a card reading is that you are guided to choose the message that you need to hear right now that will help you to find the hope, the clarity, and the balance that is needed at this time for you. So whether you're reading and receiving this message right when I've posted it, or perhaps even months or years later, this reading was meant to find you right now at this specific moment in time. Now, I haven't seen any of these cards yet, of course, except for these ones here you get to choose from to get your message. So anything could come out. This type of reading requires me to be very vulnerable because I literally have no idea what's coming out. Anything could happen, anything could be said, and it's going to be a very specific message that is meant for you. I'm going to approach this reading as if it is a personal reading meant specifically for you. However, keep in mind that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. There could be parts of the reading that resonate with you and parts of it that don't. So remember to always trust your own intuition and your own inner guidance above all else. For some of you guys, this reading might feel like literally meant to be, and you might take it to heart. Some of you guys might just view this as something that's entertaining. I suggest that you have a little notebook or journal by you to jot down some notes. You might receive messages through your own intuition and your own inner guidance as you receive the messages here. Pay attention to any visions or thoughts or feelings that are coming through you as you hear these messages, because that could be messages for you as well. And if you would like to, feel free to pull cards along with me. You can pull your own cards for clarification. So are you guys ready to get started? If so, go ahead and choose one of these cards here that you feel drawn to the most, okay? If you're having trouble choosing, you can pause the video and you can hold your left hand above each card on the screen and see if your hand or your fingers tingle above any of these cards. Or you can simply just choose the one where the illustration you like the most, or you can just pick randomly. There really is no right or way to do this. Whatever message you receive will be meant for you. And if you're feeling up to it, you can choose a couple of the cards or even all of them, okay? So let's get started. We have number 1. Here's number 1. You can see it up close. Take some deep breaths and ground yourself in your energy. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4. Once you have chosen, you can head down to the comments below where my lovely subscribers help post the timestamps. Thank you guys so much for your help with that. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know I have dyslexia and I just have trouble with the timestamps, mixing up the numbers and whatnot. So I really appreciate your help with that. And if you choose number 1, we're gonna get started right away. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys. I have a goal of hitting 50K by my birthday in January. That would be absolutely amazing. I post relevant videos like this all the time. Really fun, positive, high vibes. This community is amazing. Everyone down in the comments is so nice and so kind. Get involved, write about your life and what's going on. Feel free to vent in the comments below. No one is here to judge. We all just love each other and embrace each other here on this channel. It's an amazing community. So let's get started. For those of you guys who choose number 1, I'm really excited. Haven't seen these cards yet. Anything can happen. Let's find out what your message is. What do you need to hear? What message is meant to find you? Okay, so I'm instantly drawn to this card first. This is a card that is talking about success in your future that is imminent. when I see this card, it always makes me think that I'm talking to somebody who is really a go-getter and an achiever, somebody who has big goals and big dreams in life, okay? There is kind of a message here with this card that is a little sad though, because it's kind of saying like you've worked so hard and you've come so far, but you find yourself maybe right around here. And you're at this point in your life where you're like, shouldn't I be here? Like I've worked so hard, I've come so far. This where I'm at right now isn't necessarily where I see myself being. I thought by this point I would be here. For instance, I remember back in the day when I was like in high school or something, we had this little time capsule letter thing that we wrote to ourselves. And it was a letter where we were supposed to like write down where we saw ourselves when we were 25. So it was like a letter we had to write to ourselves, and our school would send it to us like around the time we turned 25. Now, funny enough, this letter got sent to my parents' house, and I actually did receive it when I turned 25. And when I read the letter, I was so depressed because I was like, dear Promise, at this point in your life, you're going to be a fashion editor-in-chief at Vogue, and you're going to be living, in a penthouse apartment, and you're going to have all these friends and all these things going on and blah, blah, blah. And I remembered like reading that letter, and I hadn't even made it through college at that point. I was still living in my small town, and just reading that and being like, what the heck? Like, this is depressing. Like, at 25, I was supposed to be here, and look where I'm at right now. And this was years ago, by the way. But sometimes we do have this vision that like by this age, we're going to have the house, the kids, the car, the white picket fence, all that stuff. And maybe that's not really what our path is supposed to be. Maybe that's not really how or when it was supposed to happen. I still believe if you have a dream, if you want to be here, you can definitely make it here. But remember, you're on your own timeline, you're on your own journey, and it looks different for everyone. So you're here and now you see this peak and you're like, I have to climb this mountain, and that's not even close to the one I really want to be on top of right now. And so it's just a little frustrating for you. This is the Eight of Stones card, the skill card. I see this as the work card. This, like right now, you're at this hustle point in your life where you're just hustling. So maybe you've got 2 jobs, maybe you're in school, maybe you've got a full load right now. You might be a little bit stressed. This could also be a message to some of you guys that you've realized maybe this isn't where you want to be and you want to take your path further. Like, it honestly is an amazing accomplishment. You've gotten to where you're at. Sometimes this card is talking about how you want to do something more creative in your life, or maybe work with your hands, or like make your mark on this world. So, I see you're in a path right now of maybe a little bit of change, like a change in course, a change in direction. Maybe you were thinking you were going to go here and then you were going to go there, but now you're like, you know what? I'm going to go from here straight up. I'm going to take this leap, this risk. The path might be harder. I might have to hustle even harder, but honestly, I think it's going to get me there a little bit faster, and I'm not going to take any detours, if that makes sense. So I just see like you're going all in right now. You're doubling down on your dreams. You're doubling down with your talents and your gifts. And you're at this point where you're actually having a pretty good perspective. You're just like, you know what? Might as well die trying. Life is too short. YOLO. You're at this place where you're just like, I'm going to devote my time to making this the most amazing path possible and to having the best lifestyle I can. So part of this journey is going to require you to kind of go at it alone. This is a card that I always get when someone is kind of leaving their community or their family or their friends behind and going on a journey, or maybe doing something a little bit different. You might be on a path that's not traditional. Maybe it's like leaving behind the 9-to-5 and starting your own business, or being an entrepreneur or something like that, or deciding to continue your education or whatnot. So here's where you're at, and you're like, I have no idea where I'm going, but there's this inner light. There's this your higher self or your intuition is just guiding you to go on this path, even if it doesn't make sense, even if people around you might judge you or think you're crazy or think there's no chance. You're taking this big risk and you're gonna make it happen. So I feel like realizing you're not exactly where you thought you'd be at this point in life has actually been this fire that's been like lit under your butt to push you even harder to make this happen. So there's definitely a need for you to be able to appreciate like what you have now and realize the success you've had. I feel like you're a little bit hard on yourself. You kind of feel like until this happens, until I get this and I reach this pinnacle in my life or my career, then maybe then I'll be happy. Maybe then I'll take a vacation. Maybe then I'll take a break. But remember, life is what happens all the moments in between. And as they say, it's not always about the destination, it's about the journey. So there's a way for you to be able to make your dreams come true and hustle and like move towards your goals and desires and life mission and soul purpose, and also be able to enjoy yourself. I'll kind of tell you about my personal life a little bit if you're interested, to kind of show you how I figured out a way to do this. I am a big dreamer too. I actually resonate with this a lot, these cards here. I have so many goals. I mean, I'd love to come out with my own clothing line. I'd love to come out with my own card decks. I'd love to be able to expand my business and my channel even more. I have so many ideas. I could sit here all day and list them. But I found a way to be able to have fun and enjoy my life while also working really hard. The way I'm doing it is I found a way to be able to travel. So right now I am a traveler. I move somewhere different every couple months. Usually, and I just travel the world, and while I'm traveling I do my online work and work on growing my businesses. This way I'm able on my days off to be able to see beautiful sights and see nature and experience different cultures and be able to kind of grow myself in that way. And I also it's a little reward for me for how hard I work. And then honestly, most of the time I'm just hustling and kind of just making stuff happen in my life. So that's the way I found, so I don't miss out on my life and experiences while I'm really in this hustle mode. So find your way to get your nectar in life, to get the sweetness in life, to let your inner child out. That's going to help you along this path, because you really need that rest sometimes and that reflection. And this is how you draw inspiration. And this way you don't have those breakdowns or feel like you're pushing yourself too hard or feel like you want to give up. Celebrate your accomplishments, but hustle, hustle, hustle. Now we've got the Empress card. This is the card that you picked out. And I love this card because it's talking about how any seeds that you plant right now in your life are going to grow in abundance. Like, it's a message, there will be a harvest. I see a lot of success in your future. I see a lot of abundance. This is like saying you're gonna have a lot of financial success, a lot of freedom in your life, perhaps an early retirement or a job that you love so much you don't even feel like you need to retire from it. So I feel like you're focused on building a lifestyle for yourself. It's not necessarily about achieving, it's just about building a lifestyle that you really love. So this is a message telling you it's time to use your logic and your intuition to give birth to your true desires. This is a really fertile time for you to express your creativity. This is also a message, don't worry about money and finances. You will receive enough money, finances, and support to move forward. Remember, first you take action, then the money comes. First you take action, then the support comes. So this is a time to give birth to creative ideas. You're literally creating a new life for yourself. Your wishes are going to be provided for, and overall, it's a time to be productive. Now we have the Three of Autumn here, and this is a message to follow your passion when it comes to your career, to be the best at what you do. You will be compensated for your creative talents. I love these cards. They're so blunt. Oh, that's why this is one of my new decks, you guys, and I just love it. Like, it's so blunt, and I didn't even read these cards yet. I was just so focused on this energy, and I love how this card just relates to everything we're seeing here for you so far. Okay, so there's an energy coming in this winter, okay? So this next winter for you, wherever you're at in the world, The winter period might be a little rough for you. I feel like you're getting a heads up about it. Maybe it's because you're just staying inside a lot and you're like in your own world and you're hustling and not really taking a lot of breaks. This is saying as winter approaches, be sure to reach out to other people for comfort and for love. Maybe there's a little bit of sadness around you right now. Maybe you're kind of burying yourself in your work because there is some type of sadness or depression around you. And sometimes working really hard can be a form of escapism and dissociating ourselves from our emotions or anything that we need to process. So I feel like this message for you is all about balance. And I feel like it's also like a good sign, a good omen that this work is going to pay off. There will be a harvest. This is your energy. You're very knowledgeable. You're an experienced person. You're fair-minded. And we see unemotional. It's kind of a message of somebody who is very logical. So it's not necessarily bad to be unemotional. Sometimes people who aren't completely ruled by their emotions are able to do incredible things in life and able to really persevere and can be strong for other people who are going through a hard time. But I do see a message that it's time to speak about your emotions or to connect with them, whether it's listening to music that draws out different feelings in you or writing in a journal, or maybe even seeing someone professional or objective or speaking to somebody about how you feel. So yeah. Next, we see the Angel of Miracles here with this intimacy card. So random other message you're getting in the middle of all of this is a side of you that might be in a relationship that's not very emotional. You might be feeling really disconnected from your partner or the person that you're with. And we see miracles coming into your life with your intimacy and romance, maybe being able to open up to this person more or talk to them more about what you're going through. If you're single and you're sad because you just feel kind of like lonely and you want someone to connect with, I see this as a message maybe you will connect with somebody in the winter. So yeah, go ahead and take whatever resonates with you from this message and let me know how I did below. I really want to hear if this was right up your alley or not. And I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel. Hit that like button if you want me to do more messages like this, all right? And I'll see you later. Peace out. Okay, so for those of you guys who choose number 2, let's get your message, the message you need to hear right now. Going to deliver this as specifically as possible. First time I'm seeing these cards for you. Okay. First thing I'm noticing is something about a move, okay? And we see frustration. So I just got a message about roommates. Okay, this might resonate with you, might not. There's a lot of people coming here to this reading, but I'm going to start with this. Something about roommates and feeling like they're crimping on your style, or you can't get privacy, or they're narcissistic or codependent or toxic, or they're making a mess, or they're disturbing your sleep or your privacy or something. There's a problem here with the people in your house. Maybe for some of you guys, it's your family. Maybe you're just feeling like I need to leave my family and go out and live my own life and get my own place, or something about that. For some of you guys, it might be that you're just ready to upgrade your home. You're ready to, purchase a new home. Maybe you're going from renting to actually purchasing a home, or you'd like to move to another neighborhood. For some of you guys, this is traveling overseas or, relocating. So you've been thinking about that. If it's not that, maybe you're thinking about investing in real estate, at the very least, moving forward when it comes to your home. Maybe you've been struggling to clean out some clutter, or you want to redecorate, or you're just feeling like the energy in your home is stagnant and you want to change that. So this is the Fox card. It's talking about moving forward. Movement is associated with this card, and we see it next to the frustration card. So you're feeling like something's blocking you here, or this isn't happening fast enough, or that it's never going to be a possibility. I know what that's like. There was a time years ago where I lived in this apartment and my rent was only $275 a month. I had 2 roommates. It was a pretty small place. The apartment was falling apart. It was a nice neighborhood and it was right next door to my job, which is convenient. But I just thought I'm never going to be able to afford another apartment. Like, I'm only making so much at this job and like, this is it. Like, how am I ever going to find better rent than this? And lo and behold, eventually I got out of that. I got out of that situation. And you know what really got me out of it and into a better place was actually dreaming about it and like having fun with it and getting inspired. I went on Pinterest and I made a little vision board of the kind of apartment that I always dreamed of having. I wanted it to have brick walls and, you know, wooden floors, and I wanted it to be in Los Angeles and to be able to look out the window and see palm trees. And I knew exactly how I wanted to decorate it. I wanted the color scheme to be green and yellow, my favorite colors. And I wanted to have kind of like a loft apartment and, you know, a beautiful closet. And I actually manifested that exact apartment. It was one of the first times I ever really felt like I consciously, intuitively manifested something, set me on a whole path with the law of attraction. So I want you guys to know about the law of attraction, okay? It's for real, you know, you can research it online. So many different people have different things to say about it, but basically, to sum it up, this is kind of what I think about it, is that your thoughts and your feelings and your actions and the words you speak and your intentions are very powerful. Like, you are very powerful. You're part of the universe is part of you. You know, and with your relationship to the universe, you can almost see that as if like you're a drop in the ocean. You know, you can separate a single drop from the ocean, but all the drops together make up the ocean. It's like the same thing. So you're part of the universe, you're a fraction of the universe, but you also have all of the universe inside of you. So you have a relation to this planet, you have a connection to the cosmos and the stars, and you also have a connection with your personal self and with everyone else around you. And so it's very fascinating, but you basically can control all the energy of your universe around you. You know, think about the last time that you consciously made a decision and you went for it and you made it happen. Maybe it was going out and getting a job, or going to school, or going out and purchasing a new pair of pants or something. Like, that is something you thought about in your mind, you envisioned it happening, and you went out and you did it. Okay, so that's really all you have to do, is just have a clear intention of what it is you want. Figure, you know, immerse yourself in that, you know, figure out what it looks like, sounds like, tastes like, smells like. Have fun and put exciting, positive energy into it and get excited about it. Don't worry about how it's all going to come together. And as you kind of anchor in that intention and get clear on it, you'll start to receive intuitive thoughts and messages about like how to make that happen. Like, maybe I should save money and not get fast food all the time. Maybe I should stop buying a bunch of designer shoes all the time. That was me. Maybe I should, instead of like going out with my friends all the time, spending all this money, maybe I should have them over and we can have a little picnic or potluck or something. Maybe I can get a second job. Maybe I can start a side hustle, you know? Maybe I can work out my budget. Like, so where there's a will, there's a way. And sometimes you take action and you take some of those big steps, and then random opportunities will come. Like, someone will call you up and be like, hey, I have this job for you. Can you do it on the weekends or whatever? Or you might get a tax refund that was a lot bigger than you thought it was going to be, or just like random stuff like that happens too. So you can make this happen, and then the universe also kind of conspires to bring you things through synchronicity to help in the way of support from other people, or literally extra finances, or just kind of events that kind of push you in a certain way. And it's pretty incredible. So I think it's fun actually to be able to manifest things and kind of like play with the universe and just see what you can do. Maybe your perspective is what's holding this back, because you're very, very frustrated about this, and that's okay. You want to be real with yourself. You want to be real that you're upset about this, or you're worried, or you think it's not going to happen, or it's just a difficult process. Or maybe there's just that fear of change. But maybe just put that on pause for a little bit. Like allow yourself to write about that or talk about it, and like allow that emotion to flow through you. We don't want to emotionally or spiritually bypass that away, but you can also make a vision board or draw about it or write about your ideal thing, and just have fun with that, and don't judge yourself, and just allow yourself to have fun thinking about it and start putting some positive vibes into this intention you want to set. Okay, so there's this card here, the Eight of Summer, is talking about your desire for a more meaningful life. You're realizing that it's time to move on. And you see this person here who has like a little bag, a little knapsack, and they're like walking away, like walking down a new path. And this vision of like the sun that's setting too is really interesting. It's like, you know, a new day is going to begin. And so this is saying you're choosing to make major life changes at this time. So if this is what's been on your mind, maybe it's not a physical move. I feel for like a lot of people it's a move, but this could be like some type of major move in your life, like new job, or deciding to have children, or marriage, or deciding to walk away from something or to walk towards something metaphorically. This is saying, yes, this repeated thought you've had, this desire you have for a more meaningful life, realizing it's time to move on, it's good for you. Now's a good time to think about, you know, making some major life changes. And then we see the Hermit card. This is a message that like, look, you've been in this hermit mode lately. Maybe this has lasted years. Maybe it's just been weeks. Maybe it's just been a couple days, but you've been in this hermit mode feeling like you kind of want to pull back a little bit, take a break from society. You've been committed to like your spiritual growth or your mental growth or your emotional growth, or just kind of like, you know, just doing your thing, staying in a lot. And you went through this time because you needed to cultivate the energy that you need to make this major life move or decision. So maybe you think like, this is just how I am. I'm just really introverted. I'm just going to stay where I'm at. I'm comfortable. But really you needed to pull back and kind of really have this time to kind of really think about what you want and to be ready to make these changes. And shout out to anyone out there who really is an introvert. That's totally cool, you know? But even you can make changes in your life. And this might require you to really get out of your comfort zone. So these are some amazing qualities you have as you move forward. You're an innovative person, you're inspiring, you're wise, you might even have theatrical qualities, and here's what's gonna help you on your path. A financial windfall. Oh my gosh, I love this card. And this says your leadership skills are needed right now, and there might be somebody who comes across your path to like support your cause. So this is saying, make it happen. You're going to have what you need to move forward here. And then this is the freedom card. Freedom from entanglements. Maybe you want to move because you're just like, I can't live in this small town anymore. Everybody knows my business and I just want to like be anonymous and get out in the world and just be another person and try something, reinvent myself. Or maybe it's a relationship. Maybe you're in a relationship and you're just like, I need to leave this relationship. I've outgrown it, or it's toxic, or it's just not for me anymore and I want to find freedom. I don't want to depend on this person anymore. Maybe it's the roommate thing I was talking about, where you're just like, I'm so entangled with these people. I just want my freedom and my space and just live my own life and like no one know my business. Or maybe it's just, you know, a general feeling of being entangled or intertwined with the physical location or the space that you're in right now. So freedom is something you're desiring. I'm seeing this message. Your freedom is worth it. This is priceless. It's worth it, you know? So here's the moon, here's you looking at this new place or this new location or this new opportunity. And this is a message like to allow yourself to dream about it. And when you think about it, you don't have to feel sad anymore. Maybe you're getting this fantasy or this vision to move forward or to physically move because it's meant to be. Maybe you're getting a little glimpse into your future. So start allowing yourself to be excited. It's okay to be nervous and frustrated at a situation and also be excited at the same time. That's okay. Allow yourself to be excited and tell yourself, and so it is. So let's get your last card here. This is the Blackbird card, okay? And I find it really, really fascinating that you're getting the blackbird, because the energy of the blackbird is all about like being able to kind of bend and fold space and time, rapid manifestation, like a quantum leap. So maybe you have it in your mind that it's going to take like 10 years for this to be able to happen, but it could be sooner than you think, you know? This is saying that you're going to be able to break through any boundaries and remove anything that separates you from your truth and from aligning yourself on this path. This is saying it's time to be alert. It's time to let go and embrace this experience and remember that you are limitless. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Hit thumbs up, hit that like button if you would like me to do more readings like this, okay? And I'll see you later. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 3, let's go ahead and get your message and see what you're meant to hear right now, okay? Anything can happen. First time I'm seeing these cards. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, that's interesting. We pulled the moon in the last number too. All right, let me just take a second to kind of zone into this energy and see what's going on here. Okay. I'm definitely seeing a message about travel for you. Travel. Maybe you were attracted to choose this card because you saw the world here. Maybe it makes you think about travel. You definitely desire change right now in your life, and you're feeling like you might want to give up on the path that you're on with your work, your career, or your education or something like that right now. You're just kind of feeling like you want to give up. There's a part of you that's been feeling kind of bored, kind of apathetic, kind of listless and restless lately, and it's been causing you to feel unbalanced. I'm not sure if you've been skipping classes or if you've been calling off work or if you've been having trouble staying consistent. I know what that's like. I've got ADHD. It can really be difficult for me sometimes to just stay consistent. So maybe, who knows, maybe you have ADHD too, or maybe like it's just a vibe that's been going on around you lately. You've been having difficulty kind of getting motivation, and because of how you're feeling kind of disconnected from the choices you've made, you're really wondering like, am I supposed to be on this path, or am I supposed to like change directions? And I'm gonna say for right now, the answer to that is no. I think you're on the right path. I think you've made some good choices. I think anything kind of that you're already doing, you should continue to follow through with. This might not be the time to make major changes. Like, you have a connection to your dreams already, and you started on this path and you're in the middle of something. This is really kind of a don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle kind of message. You might be experiencing some delays right now in your life, but they're gonna be over. You're gonna like kind of experience some really unexpected good luck or some type of unexpected opportunity to travel. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing here, is that something that will help boost your energy, something that will help you to stay consistent on your path might be just getting away. So the next time you have a break from work or school or whatever it is, getting away might help you. I got a message about a single mom who's watching, maybe a couple. And I'm seeing something about asking people for help to watch your child so that you can go out away for a weekend, overnight somewhere by yourself, to just go to a spa or lay by a pool or be in nature, or to do some writing and relaxing, and to not be afraid to save up for that and make it happen. So I'm seeing single moms or mothers, maybe even some fathers out there, a message about you allowing yourself to get away for a weekend or maybe even a week. It could be with a relative or with a friend or a romantic partner or something, but to really suggest making this, like, I see the cards are suggesting like you need to get away, you need to take a break, like you need a vacation or something, you deserve it. So for some people, there's a winter break coming up or holiday break. That might be a good time to, like, right now is a good time to start planning for that, to plan to go on vacation somewhere, to get away, to enjoy yourself, even if it's just a day trip or something like that. I just see a really strong message about planning for a holiday and allowing that, the excitement of that, and, you know, coming onto your path and having that marked off on your calendar, all the arrangements made, allow that to encourage you to move through the next couple months. And I actually know how this feels. I've been living here in this country I'm in currently for like almost a year, and just kind of living a normal life and working really hard and stuff. And I'm actually going to be going somewhere else for 3 months, and I'm very, very excited. I'm planning all the things I'm going to do. I'm actually going to be taking the first vacation I've taken in 2 years. Like, I haven't taken more than a day or two off in 2 years. So I'm going to be taking a whole week off, maybe 2 weeks. We'll have to see if I can swing it. And I'm just going to be really enjoying and having fun. And so I've been planning that, you know, when in the evenings when I'm done with my work, I've been like planning where I'm going to book and where I'm going to stay, and like the places I want to go, the restaurants I want to go, the experiences I want to have. And that's literally what's been getting me through the stagnancy of the past, like, just, I don't know, the energy right now I'm experiencing here. So I can relate to this. Like, I can say from personal experience, this is going to make you feel so much better, and you're worth it. And even if you just need to save $5 a day or $1 a day or 50 cents a day, or get just like a little jar or like a piggy bank and like just old school start putting quarters and dollars and fives in there, or rupees or francs or pounds or euros, whatever currency you've got, you know, just put it in there and start saving for this. Make it happen. And if money is an issue and it's more just time, and it's more just like you've got the kids or you've got responsibilities, find a way to take a break. And if you've used up all your vacation days already, like, just take a sick day or try to plan it for like a 3-day weekend, or do it over the holidays or something. Like, this is a message, like, you need to travel, you need to get away, even if it's just the next town over. And you'd be so surprised how many cheap flights you can find, you guys. If we're gonna throw it in here randomly, use skyscanner.com or cheapoair.com. There's another one, I forget. Oh well, just those two are the ones I like to use. If you have any other suggestions for how to get cheap flights, go ahead and put it below. Maybe you don't usually travel places or go very far, but you'd be surprised how affordable it can be, and you can make it happen. And this is just encouragement for you that, like, you need to get out there and you need to explore, and reach out to other people for assistance. Maybe you can have a friend and tell them, like, this plan you have, and ask if they're willing to pitch in and come with you. Once again, with the kids will be fine. Get somebody to watch your kid for the weekend or the week or whatever it is, and you know, you'd be surprised how much this will help recharge you. This says, ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. Just, even if this thing you arranged, this trip, this travel, this getaway, this rest is planned for 2 months from now, just knowing that this is coming will be enough to get you through. It's like, you just need to know right now that a break is coming, that you have something to look forward to motivate you. So this is talking about planning. And you know what's awesome? The planning of this situation will be fun. Just planning it might even be more fun than actually going on this trip. That's how it is for me sometimes. So yeah, it's a pretty simple message. Now, if that doesn't really resonate with you, I see another message coming out that some of you guys will be getting a new vehicle or a new car. And that's what this is, like the wheel, and it's like the wheel of a car or something like that. A new car is on here. So some of you guys might be saving up for a new car, and with that car you can celebrate and go drive somewhere or whatever. Like, you're going to be able to get it, don't give up kind of thing. You're going to get this new car that you need. Okay. Now we've got the Robin here, overall message for you with this is the Robin here is saying that the ice is thawing. That's kind of a message here. You see this like winter here. The ice is thawing. It's time to live again. It's time to rejuvenate yourself, time to awaken. It's time for you to be cleansed, to receive healing medicine, metaphorically, to rejuvenate, to spend time near a lake or a river or an ocean or something like that. This says it's time to relax. And so I love that. That fits so perfectly with this reading. I hope that this resonates with you. If you want me to do more readings like this, then hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button, and I want to thank you for coming to my channel, and I'll see you later. Okay, so for those of you guys who choose number 4, this is the message that you need to hear right now. And here we go. Let's get started. I haven't seen any of these cards yet. I'm really excited. Oh my gosh, this one's always like, whoa, but it has a cool message. Don't be afraid of it. Okay, wow. This is some really bold, intense energy. Oh, just give me a second to tap into this. Okay, I'm instantly feeling like a decision needs to be made. A decision needs to be made, and it's like you've been struggling to make a choice because there actually are a lot of options. I'm seeing somebody who's very talented. You're very talented. You have a lot of options, a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of different paths you can take. But because of this, you pretty much could be good at doing anything. So I feel like at this point in your life, you've kind of played it safe. Maybe you went to school and a lot of your friends and people around you are on this certain path. And so you kind of just ended up going on to a path and it was easy for you and you kind of fell into it and you're very gifted. But this is saying you got to be real with yourself. You got to connect with your truth. Have the courage to connect with your truth because there's something here that's missing. Now, you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now on your path. Everything has happened exactly the way it's supposed to, and you've actually gained a lot of life experience and a lot of skills, but I just sense this message that it's time for a bold change. You need to take a risk. This is the Fool card. You chose this. This is all about taking a risk, going on an adventure, not over-analyzing things, just going for it. Leap and the net will appear, and that you will find the courage and the strength to be able to make this happen. So for some people, this might have to do with love. Okay, maybe in love you have a lot of options, or you don't know what to choose, or you don't know how to put yourself out there, or you've been kind of shying away from commitment. And this is saying it's time to open your heart for love. You are approaching are in the beginning of a new intimate relationship. And you can trust this connection. You can trust this person. It's time. I love this dove symbol here. It's the symbol of hope. It's the promise of a time of peace and contentment in your life. This is another card talking about a new relationship. Somebody very compassionate, gentle, sensitive, kind, that you can really share your experience with, okay? So, but you're scared. You're afraid the past is going to repeat itself. You're afraid that if you make this commitment, then it makes you vulnerable to being able to get your heart broken, or to be abandoned or rejected or something. Maybe you have a past experience with that, and so it's like a little triggering to get a little too close to somebody. So this is saying it's time to be truthful with what's going on here in love and have the courage to commit to something or to someone that you really resonate with, okay? I do see some people who are here who are with someone, and maybe the person literally kind of looks like this. I mean, this is like a child, but imagine that they're like, I'm just seeing blonde hair or curly hair or a slender figure. We kind of see an image of that all over the place. But that might not be the case for everyone. This could be somebody who's has dark hair, tall, dark, and handsome, or whatever, muscular. But I just do kind of see this message of somebody that you've been with for a while in a relationship with, where you're just not feeling the romance. You're not really, it's more of a relationship of convenience, and you're not feeling the romance. You're not feeling like this is my person. Maybe you're craving independence, or you're craving a different type of love, and maybe you've outgrown this relationship. Maybe your soul contract with this person is coming to an end. Maybe this is your soulmate, but your twin flame's still out there. And it's like, you've got to be able to tap into the truth here of how you really feel. Have the courage. True love is worth it. Don't be with somebody just because you pity them, or because it's convenient, or because you're afraid of how you're going to afford the bills without them, or that you're afraid you're going to have to lose your whole life and start over. Don't be with somebody just because you would feel guilty or terrified to leave them because of whatever, codependency or toxic attachment or something. This is saying, like, you will attract somebody new in your life. This might be an energy of somebody you've been fighting with a lot that you need to leave behind and embrace peace. Now, if that doesn't resonate, you're not really worried about love, then this doesn't necessarily have to be a love message, although I really feel like it is for most of you guys. Once again, this might be a message. It's time for a change. And I'm kind of seeing this message like, it doesn't really matter what path you choose or what change that you choose. It just matters that you do something, anything to kind of stir up the energy right now and get some momentum moving forward. Final message for you is look to the future with hope and optimism. You know, the power of faith can move mountains. These changes might be very difficult at first, but it will bring relief into your life. These changes will be very happy in the end. So I hope that this message resonates with you. If you would like me to do more readings like this, then hit that like button. And I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you later. Peace out.